Okay, you caught me. All right, so this is going to be part four of the part four of the transmission thing. This is about flex plates. It's not all inclusive of everything there is to know about flex plates, but it's give you an idea of what it looks like and how it works and what's entailed. The funny thing about flex plates is back in 07 when the transmission was introduced, it was a common failure and they made some changes. And it isn't the flex plate itself, to the best of our understanding. It's kind of a mystery. More flex plates crack than would indicate just the rarity or metallurgy or some kind of random thing. So, but why they crack is somewhat of an unknown. I have my theories, though I'm going to keep them to myself. The important part to know about the flex plate cracking is that there's nothing you can do. It's not like you're driving it wrong. It either is going to crack or it's not. There is a way to inspect it, which I may be able to show you. No, I won't be able to show you because I'm going to finish this video, and we'll do that in another video. But there's a little inspection panel on the bottom. You would take that panel off. You would take one of the rubber plugs out. You would worry at the ring gear with a screwdriver, and you would observe the motion of the crankshaft or the belt or whatever while you're doing that, and they should be rock solid locked together. If there's any play between them, it means the flex plate is cracked. If the flex plate cracks while you're driving, you'll lose all drive, and and if you shut the engine off, you won't be able to restart because the flex plate is what the starter gear engages. So it's kind of a hassle. It would involve a tow, and it also, when the flex plate cracks, it can do other damage. But let's look and see. Okay, super subtle. But I may have to physically touch the phone to the engine to hear this sound. It's going to be coming from here, this area here, transmission side. Can you hear that rattling? It kind of sounds like popcorn being made inside of a coffee can. I'm going to show you that physically, but it's usually louder than this, but it's externally from out here. It's hard to detect. You can't really detect it by feeling for it, but it's noticeable. It's a metallic rattling, but it's muffled because it's inside that, buried up in the engine, as you'll see. All right. Putting this transmission back in. As you can see, can you see what happened?
It failed. You'll see underneath. This ring is what hides all the damage.
I'll wait till you get it off.
It'll be broke all the way around the ring. That's what they do. Yeah.
But that is what your flex plate looks like, and those are the 8 flex plate bolts, which should be Loctited when they go back in. And we're going to replace it with that new flex plate there, and Bob's your uncle. All right, and here we find the culprit. Again, another part of this ridiculous series about the flex plate. Fwank! This is the flex plate on my desk, and this is exactly the pattern. I'm going to show you another one that I had on the bench from a few months ago. This problem is something that's much discussed, and I will probably have discussed when I discuss it. Also, that nobody talks about, I don't know why, but this thing smells like fish. They always do. I don't know. It's just something about what it is and where it lives. It just has a hint of the sea. All right, there will be more. I think you can see what's happened here. You can also see why it would continue to drive and why it would chatter. And I was talking to somebody else about this. See these missing pieces? I mean, there's actual physical stuff missing. If that little piece got wedged inside the bell housing, it would tend to make a screeching noise, and that would be another way to misdiagnose it. Unfortunately, I never got a chance to record. I have one bad recording of what it sounds like when the flex plate is broken, but it can very, very easily mimic a knocking rod, a rocking nod, and but it also will often have this sound component to it. All right, freshly out. You can see what happens here. Still holding, which means it was still working, and it would work a while like this, but eventually you lose metal. And then that would eventually gall itself out and spin. And you would be screwed because you wouldn't be able to drive and you wouldn't be able to restart it. Exciting. And now you know, and that's all there is. Part 5 will be, what will it be? The pump? I don't know. I forget where we are. I guess part 5 will be a conclusion. And there you go. Enjoy yourselves. Love ya. Promasters only. Barberton, Ohio. Come on down. Have some coffee.